While the new 1981 cars are just now coming into the showrooms, the big three automakers are already developing even smaller models to try to challenge that Japanese lead. And Action 3's Ed Miller tonight is going to take us inside several Japanese auto plants to learn some of the lessons behind Japan's secret weapon.
Most Japanese auto plants almost hum with efficiency. They're clean, pleasant, and happy places to work.
One of the first things you notice inside a Japanese auto plant is the spirit of the workers. Part of it, of course, is a cultural difference, but there's no disputing the fact that each of these men approaches his job with a great deal of enthusiasm. And that's because management feels that each of these men is critically important to the success of each of these cars.
That's why almost all Japanese auto plants give workers the button. By pushing a button, any worker can stop the whole line if he sees a defect.
Are workers encouraged to stop the line if they see trouble?
Yes, of course.
Mitsubishi's company slogan of always chasing quality could almost be said about all of Japan's industry. Quality is sort of a national goal.
By doing an excellent job, then he can secure his daily lives. That's why he likes the job.
Who are these men who may be building your car and who may have stolen your job, whether it be in the steel, rubber, auto business, or any of the sister industries suffering so badly from the flood of Japanese imports? In this case, his name is Katsu Komori, a college graduate, and yet he works on the line. He may move up if he wants to, but regardless of his job, even if he sweeps the floor, he does it with pride. He may play volleyball with his Q-Circle friends at the company gym, but when they talk, even off the job, they'll discuss how to do their work better, faster, and easier.
He banged the side of the car with the battery when he was putting it inside, right?
This car was put on display outside the Subaru plant, complete with diagrams to show workers how a mistake was made and how it can be avoided.
He was peeling back the rubber, and that's where the mark is. He scraped the paint, right?
You're wrong if you think Subaru put on this little act just for us. The Japanese are very fussy about their car's appearance. You seldom see scratches, dents, broken fenders, or rust on any of the cars in the streets. That's because all cars are frequently inspected for safety by the government, and junkers just don't pass. For the most part, it also takes longer for a Japanese car to turn into a junker. Even the top brass at General Motors admit the Japanese know how to fit the pieces together, especially trim, paint, and putting parts together so they just don't rattle. And it's done by dedicated men. You could call them kamikaze car makers, because their attack on our economy has been nothing less than devastating. Ed Miller, Action 3 News, Japan.
Tomorrow in Japan's secret weapon, we'll look at what success at industry has meant.
Cutting your credit card costs. A lot of us could probably...
Yes. It was a lot of fun, Eileen. A lot of fun. It doesn't matter if you're negotiating for a house, a business, or you find yourself bidding for something at an auction, setting a price or a limit that you're going to pay for an item is commonplace. Well, the same holds true when it comes to credit cards. By shopping around for a credit card, you can pay just about any fee that you want to and at any interest rate that you want to settle for. Well, there's one easy way to cut credit card costs. Here's how to do it. If you carry a balance, call your bank and ask for its low introductory interest rate. Competition among bank cards and American Express has forced many banks to make special deals to hold on to their customers. For example, a New York bank recently cut a customer's 16.8% credit card interest rate down to 8.9% for the next 12 months, provided that he transfer at least $1,000 of debt from another credit card. Well, the bank also waived the transfer fee. Now, if you don't ask, you don't get it. And if your credit card bank gives you a hard time, tell the representative about all the credit card offers that you've been receiving in the mail almost every day. These 15 credit card solicitations have come to me and my children in the last 2 weeks. They're pre-approved, second chances, guaranteed approvals, no annual fees, $25 rebates. Some even earn 5%. And one card tells me that my credit card is obsolete. But they all have one thing in common. They all have introductory fees, a lot lower than most credit cards. So negotiate with your credit card bank and don't take no for an answer. If you don't get a good deal, move your account. You're probably getting these like I am. 6%, 6.9, 6.9, 7.4, 8.75. Throw them out. And what you should do, Eileen, is pay your bill. Then you don't have to worry about loan shark rates at 18%.
I'm not that bad, Jim.
Okay, but 15 in a week and a half.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Now let's take a look at Wall Street today, where the Dow Jones really took off as long-term interest rates began to come down. Dow Jones continued its rally up 28 points. We're now less than 75 points away from its all-time high ever as we approach the end of the year. The bond market 30-year Treasury bond dropped to 7.75, and like Tom Bavacqua said, he's going to bet the mortgage on it. Well, mortgage rates, 30-year mortgages, are coming down below 9%, as November home sales reached the lowest level now in 18 months. We'll take a look at some of the stocks that are moving. General Electric, the blue chips, up 1.5. IBM up 7/8 to 74 3/8. Continuing with the blue chips, Travelers up 1 1/8. United Technologies up 1 1/8. And all in all, we're coming in with a couple more days in the marketplace, and this market is roaring. And the long-term rates are coming down no matter what the short-term rates are doing, and the evidence is in the numbers. Home sales down, people contracting, retail sales not great. And that means lower long-term rates coming up and lower mortgage rates like Tom just told us.
You're picking on me. I think he was watching each time I pulled out that plastic.
Well,